I put my life into this. I'm really tryna grind with my niggas. I'm really tryna grind for this shit. I want a house on the hills. It really ain't nice where we live. Alright, it's Teezo TV. We're back. Derby day. Before we get into this one, like, subscribe, share, comment below. Come on, man. Let me try and hit like 50 likes or something. 50 plus, we gotta start from somewhere, you get me? This time next year, we're gonna be hitting them 1,000 likes consistently. But anyways, let's talk about today's one. Cool. United Liverpool. Derby days. See, growing up here, this fixture was the clash of the Titans stuff. Big boys. Not no little man thing, big boys, big ballers from both sides. Growing up in the Steven Gerrards, the Xabi Alonsos, the Hippiers, the Beckham, the Roy Keanes, real clashes. Yeah, this day and age, man, seeing guys happy to be spudding each other, shaking hands and all that stuff. But all of that, bro, it's a derby thing, coming there, greasy thing, you, my man. You get me? Let's do our thing type of thing. But nah, these man are on some soft thing. Let's dive into the game. Start with the goalkeeper, DDG. Can't really complain, he done what he had to do. When he had saves he had to make, he made them. Defence, I won't lie, at the start of the game when I seen Lindelof's name, my heart was all in my mouth. I didn't want to see that. I wanted to see my boy Eric because he's been doing his thing for the past. How many other games he's been playing, he's been consistent. We took him out against City and we lost 2-0 in the Caballero Cup. You get me? It's the proof in the pudding. That's all I can say. But we bring Lindelof back for today. And surprisingly, Lindelof wasn't bad, to be fair. He wasn't bad. He played better than Maguire, in my opinion, today. He had a better game than Maguire. The pairing wasn't the worst and it wasn't the greatest today. It could have gone so much left, but it was what it was. That's all I can say. It was what it was. You lot already know my thing on that partnership. That partnership's not taking us anywhere at all. If we play that for the rest of the season, you're going to see what happens anyway. But the Luke Shaw thing, Port scratchings no more. You're out here. Today was a good performance from Shaw. Shaw's been consistent. He's been consistent, coming with high-level performances. You can have your personal hate against Shaw. Me too, I've got my personal hate. But the thing about me is I keep it honest. When a man plays good, they're playing good. I don't care what I think of them or my personal preferences. Like, I would rather Teezo starting, but it doesn't matter. Shaw played good and he's been playing good. So as long as you're a Man United football player and you're in the club that I support, I'm going to support the team, you get me? I'm supporting the players. If you're playing good, I'm going to support your team. If you're playing shit, then get the hell out of the club. McFred, I saw someone tweet today something like, since Flex has come in, McFred have gotten a bit better with the ball and that. No lies though, I see McTominay spreading some passes that I wouldn't have seen from him a couple months ago. Like, the energy's there with the two. They're both decent forward passes. They're not the best. They can break down the play good. They're energetic, innit? That's what you need in some matches. But today, I don't know. I think I would have rather we went for Matic and Pogba. Pivot, maybe. But the only thing is if you play that, then they don't have the legs like McTominay and McFred. So you lose some things with playing Matic and Pogba that you wouldn't have with McFred. But with playing McFred, then you lose out on the long balls, the dictating, the leadership like that Matic and Pogba possess, and just what they can do. They can spread passes from deep, bring the ball forward and just do it on the edge of the box, etc, etc. Would have gone for like a Matic and Pogba or a Pogba and a Fred thing or something. You know what I'm saying? Just get Pogba in the central areas, because it was evident today when Pogba's more in the central areas or in areas where he can affect the game, you'll see that Bill tries his thing. You get me? And even talking on LeBill now, we'll move on to him, yeah? LeBill, he really should have scored that chance against Alisson. I know he went for power, but there, just pick the right side or the left side of the goal and just smash it with power. Not straight at a man's face, fam. We know how good this man Becker is, bro. Great keepers, great sweeper keepers. He does his thing. You know what I'm saying? If he puts that either side, it's a goal, fam. And we're 1-up and it looks different. Man, they might have a little confidence now to get the second. Just break down Liverpool on the counters and that. But apart from that, Pogba, he had an okay game. Some parts he could have done more. Some parts he done his thing. Like, No one really was a standout for us apart from Luke Shaw, if I'm being honest. Luke Shaw was really the standout for us, and that says a lot, man. Rashford and Martial shouldn't have come off, in my opinion. It should have been Rashford. Yeah, cool, I get it. Martial had a knock and all these things, but Rashford didn't even seem like he was in the game like that. Like, he doesn't seem fully concentrated. Like, I respect my man's thing off the field, doing the thing for the kids and that. But if what you're doing off the field is going to affect your job, which is being on the field, then surely you have to distance yourself, or you get like a team to deal with it for you, just so you can get right mind state and things like that. You know what I'm saying? But decision making wasn't the greatest today, Rashi. There was a chance you could have set up Cavani. If you did that, we'd get a goal, but he was on a selfish thing. Some passes were wayward, the runs were wayward. Like, you just had to time some of the runs just by that little split second. It's what I was thinking, like, bring on Cavani for Rashford, it would have been a bit different, because Martial's hold up was... The dribbling was... You get me? All he just didn't have a chance to do was shoot, bro, and get in front of goal. You know what I'm saying? So if we had Cavani on from the jump, yeah, and he was making them runs, Fabinho and Henderson would have been shivering. They would have been shivering. Cavani's things is elite runs. That's what he's on. If you know about Cavani, you know that's his main attribute as a striker. Them runs. If we had him in the middle, yeah, and cool, we took off Rashford, Martial. That's right, Martial doing some runs down the wing. We take off Bruno quicker, and we brought on Donny instead. It would have been a different game, fam. It's like Ollie tactically not there. Man, bring on Greenwood in the 87th minute, bro. To do what? Realistically, to do what? Then Bruno, even Ray Charles would have seen Bruno wasn't it today. But this Ollie guy was forcing it, fam. I don't know why. So man, take off Bruno, you bring on Donny, yeah, then Rashford and Cavani switch, it would have been a different game, fam. It would have been a different game. Even still, why not even just keep the formation the same against Burnley? You know what I'm saying? Rashford, Cavani, Martial, that front three started today, it would have been a different ball game. Cavani would have been making man sweat in the middle of the runs, yeah? Rashford and Martial on the wings, either side, just making runs. These guys would have lost their marbles, fam. Like, I can't even talk on the subs like that. They didn't even get chances like that. Like, the whole match was actually poor. Big game derbies, my arse cheeks, that was poor. Poor. I think man was growing up in SAF and then man doing that kind of performance. Poor. Stinks. Now let's talk about that Bruno Fernandes done. Yeah, that's my guy. No cap, no nothing. That's my guy, and don't get it twisted. But blood, it come like, for like the past month or so, he's been burnt out. Like, he's forcing it too much. I get it, he's a risk taker. But it come like every little thing man have to take risk. Brother, not every single thing man have to take risk. You get me? Cool, compose, keep it composed, calm, something. Imagine this, blood. One of our players here, Bruno, 2 yards away, fam. Yeah? And then you got a next man, 65 yards away on the other side of the pitch, fam. Bruno's right next to my man. Do the simple thing. Nah, man wants to launch it to the other Donny there, blood. That don't make sense, fam. Sometimes just do the simple thing. The simple thing, my bro. We love you. I respect what you've come and done for the club. I can see you're a bit burnt out. And when you're closed off with these CDMs and that park you off, you're a bit out of the game, you're a ghost and that. That's calm. Man can do that, fam. But just do the simple thing, fam. That's all I ask for. Do the simple thing, and we won't even put you on blast even more. But when you're not even balling, then when you do get the ball and you're doing what you're doing, like all these, like there was, what minute was it? Like the 40th or something. The ball come from the other side, the other side to Bruno. He said, my man, take a touch, find someone. My man just kicks it first time into the air. For what? Don't force it all the time, Bruce. Just keep it calm, smooth. You get me? All in all, Liverpool away from home, draw. It's not the worst result. But we're trying to push it on now and go for this title thing. Or these men are trying to sell us this title dreams. Man gotta be doing more. Especially against a team that has all their CBs out, blood. Man are playing CDMs and CMs in there. Jordan Anderson looking like he's some John O'Shea regen and that. Stop that. Fabinho looking like the real truth. He's quality, top quality footballers. Yeah? A man can't just go all out, fam. You think SAF would have given a these man were, blood? He would have said, yo, ball. They got no defenders, make it happen. But Ollie, out here moving like a bum. Fans, don't get lost in the sauce right now because this club ain't showing ambition this season. Yeah. 6 matches versus the top 6. How many wins? 0. How many losses? 2. How many draws? 4. How many goals? 1. A man are talking about we're going to go do the top of the league thing. Better shackle. This next half of the season, if we're really trying to push on to do something against the top 6, we need wins. No draws. Stop playing for that draw stuff. Get wins. And make us great again. Make Manchester United great again. That's all I need to see. Next match versus Fulham. Better change up the formation. Better put VDB starting. Bruno looks tired. Leave my man for the whole 90 for a couple of games. Can't be relying on my man. We got borders on the field. Every man step up. You want to be winners? Show man what you're about. This is Man United Football Club, you bums.